I wanted to take a minute and briefly discuss about Office 365 and Azure AD. What I've done is I've already logged into this demo account for Office 365. I'm under the Admin Center. If I go under the Administrative tab, then under Azure AD, that will take me out to my Azure AD account. Now, I've already set this up. But what you normally do, if you haven't set it up already, just click on it. You'll have to have a paid Office 365 account in order to do that. So you simply type in your credentials and everything. I'll go through a series of process of setting it up and everything. It's pretty much self-explanatory. But once you actually have set it up and launch it, then you actually will be taken to this screen. You can see here's my demo account. I'm under the Active Directory. Under here, I have a couple different options. I have a directory. I have access control namespaces. If I wanted to enable multi-authentication, I could do that. And I can also do rights management. But we're going to talk about SSO. So basically what we want to do is go ahead and select your Active Directory, which we already have here. We're going to click the arrow, and it will take us into our portal. And you can see from here I can do users, groups, applications. I can sit there and set up the actual domain if I choose to. If I want to do a federation, I can set up an integration between Azure AD and a local on-prem AD. I could configure the local AD or the Azure AD, set reports, and then obviously check the licenses that I have with Azure AD. And there's actually Azure AD Premium, which will give you additional settings as well. But that, check with your local Microsoft representative, and they'll be able to better explain that to you. But here I can set up the directory, manage access, and I can also do desktop applications. So at this point, we're going to add an application. So I'm going to click Applications, and we already have some set up. Many of these ones are actually Office 365, well, except for this one, obviously. But this is 365, 365, 365. These are auto-added automatically when you set up your account. So if you want to add one, you just simply come down to the bottom of the screen. You can say Add. And then you are prompted to do two different choices. You could choose a local organization app that you might be developing. Let's say you're developing some app for Yammer, or to do your forecasting or accounting or something like that. You can certainly walk through that, and it will pretty much explain how you can go ahead and upload it and then add it to your single sign-on capabilities. Here we're going to say add an application from gallery. And I'm going to go down, I'm going to go down to social, because I'm going to add an application. I'm going to add a LinkedIn application. I'll find it. There it is. And we can see it says name, LinkedIn, the publisher, the website, and then it says use Azure AD to enable user to access LinkedIn. It requires an existing LinkedIn subscription. Now all I'm going to do is click complete. And it's going to spin for a few moments. And there we go. Boom. I've added my first app. Well, then I can go ahead and configure how I want to do single sign-on. In this case, since I don't have a local AD, I just have a Windows Azure AD, I can do password. So, and now the next step is I need to add a user so they can have access to the application. So I'm going to click Add User. That's going to go and look at my user list. I'm going to go down and find myself. Then I'm going to assign an application or as a user. And it's asking me, do I want to add this user to have rights to the link in the application? And then it says, do I want to enter the credentials on behalf of the user? Yes, I do. It's myself. And I typed in my username, and we're going to type in our passcode. And then we're going to click complete. And you can see it's enabling access for the selected users. Just go ahead and with a couple clicks, you'll be able to add a user to Windsor or for single sign-on.